Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I got to tell you about this show. Okay. Okay.
Caroline,
okay,
can you
we're
mute
live.
that?
Instagram and Facebook Live, we're live. We got to tell you about the show. This is a very important show. It's going to be filled with lots of health information, primarily focused on hormones, bioidentical hormones.
My favorite subject.
Call your friends and tell them to tune in on Instagram or Facebook Live. We have never done a show like this ever before. And also, there's an incredible gift you're going to love that relates to hormones that Suzanne has written. Okay? So call everyone you know, tell them to tune in, because this is going to be great information. This is like you're going to a fabulous Suzanne Summers lecture, and you don't have to pay anything, and you don't have to leave your house.
And our new house. This is our new house.
Yep.
We thought we were showing you our new house the other show, but we had the camera. Here we are in television. We had the camera in the wrong place, and the camera's facing this way, so all you saw were cabinets, and I'm so sorry about that. But now you're seeing the magnificence. Look out there. Now, remember I stumbled all over the lawn the other night when I was talking to you, and I couldn't remember why I brought up the lawn? Because here's the lawn out there. Can you see beyond me? Well, the nice thing about that lawn is there's a cement donkey and a cement shepherd. But one day, coming down the hillside was a bighorn sheep. Remember, we had them in our other house? And the bighorn sheep took a liking to the cement donkey down here, thinking, this could be a cute girlfriend.
Hey, baby.
And the real sheep decided that the cement sheep was really cute and decided to have his way with her. And then he decided to try to kill her. And I look out there, and on the lawn is the cement donkey that's bent over on its side after having been having the way with the
Oh, he knocked it over?
Yeah, the real bighorn sheep, they come in packs, but only one went, oh.
And the donkey was made out of cement.
Cement. And he went, he figured he was a stud and he could take her on.
Well, he did. He really went for it, to knock that concrete donkey.
Yeah, it kind of, I don't know, I'm not a guy, but that had to hurt. Don't you think, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we turned the donkey back upside, and we're waiting for the bighorn to come back. He's probably got a short memory, and he'll give it another shot.
I know.
We'll do a little video, okay? And then we'll show it to
Alan, I'm
everybody.
just going to interrupt you for a minute. The Instagram folks are having a problem. Can you go to the settings on the Instagram phone and make sure you're on your Wi-Fi?
What should we make sure?
Make sure you're on the Wi-Fi of the house.
Right. Is the
Facebook
Wi-Fi
phone
on?
is fine, but the Instagram phone is not.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is on. I'll go to Wi-Fi to check Wi-Fi on
Maybe
Instagram.
you should stop the Instagram
Oh, you know what?
and restart
You know
it.
what? They're right. They're right. Okay.
So what can you do about it?
We'll let Suzanne just chat on Facebook.
All right. I want the Instagram women to know what tonight's show is, because it's so fantastic. Let me know the moment they can get in, because I've got such incredible stuff. One of the greatest things that happened to me and to Alan was that we lost our hormones, and nobody knew anything about it. And me being me, I decided I couldn't, like, this incredible transition was happening to both of our bodies, and every doctor you went to, they would say, Well, maybe we'll give you an antibiotic, or we'll give you a sleeping pill, or we'll give you anti-itch medicine. Or it was shocking. And you know, in medical school, they don't teach about bioidentical hormones. Here was biologically identical to the human hormone, an exact replica of what we make or once made. Here's something that I think that you will find interesting. But I first want to tell you, here is your gift tonight. And I'm going to tell you again when the Instagram people come. And the bag that comes with it comes in a little sack that holds the bag. So you can just stick this little sack in your purse if you're out shopping and you want to get something. And it happens to hold the book. This book is the best book on hormones I've ever written. And that's saying a lot, because as I'm talking to you, it's going through my head of, well, Sexy Years was, well, Breakthrough was, well, Knockout was. But if it's aptly named, I'm too young for this, because everybody thinks they're too young to be in perimenopause. Everybody. And so they put up with symptoms that they shouldn't have to because they don't understand it. So I feel so proud of this book. And all of you who are watching the show tonight, when you go to SuzanneSummers.com, you will get this book for free, plus the bag that it comes in. How are you doing now?
Getting there.
I don't want to tell them too much.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Wi-Fi.
Okay.
How do I get the picture back, Caroline?
Wi-Fi? Okay, but, oh, that's what you were missing. I'm so sorry.
How do I get this picture back?
I don't know, Al.
Caroline?
I think she turned her mute off.
Yes.
Here's Caroline.
How do I get... We got Wi-Fi on Instagram and Facebook.
Uh-huh. You're fine on Facebook.
Okay, here comes Instagram. Here it comes, here it comes. It's checking connection. Okay, we're live on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to repeat something from my Facebook people have heard this while we were waiting for Instagram to come on. But I'm really excited about doing this show. I didn't realize how much I knew about hormones, and I do. Recently, I was asked to teach 6,000 doctors at a conference in Las Vegas. Imagine. Because they didn't learn about bioidentical hormones in university. In fact, in the turn of the century, Abraham Flexner was hired by the two richest families in America, the Carnegies and Rockefellers, and given funding in perpetuity, if they would only teach allopathic medicine at the major university, John Hopkins, First Presbyterian, etc.
In other words, conventional medicine.
Allopathic is conventional medicine. And what is conventional medicine? Here's my problem, doctor. Okay, here's a drug for that problem.
Up until then, they were teaching allopathics.
Yeah. And so suddenly pathics got moved to the side like they were quackery. And so chiropractic and not allopathic, that's the one that's the drug model. Look what they did to us. They took all the natural, holistic medicine that we're all starting to do really well on, took it out of the equation. I was just reading this book, and I was telling my Facebook ladies before Instagram, we got you back on. I really, really think of all the hormone books I've written, that this one is the most comprehensive. Because by the time I wrote this one, I had garnered so much new information, and there's nothing repetitive in here. And I just read something in here before I came through for you. Do you know that hormones are so life-giving, so important, that we are not able to live for more than 10 minutes without hormones? Think about that. Think about why you feel so crappy when you lose your hormones. 10 minutes max with no hormones. Hormones are the gift of life. I don't want to make any mistakes tonight because I'm so proud of this book.
And by the way, hormones aren't just for women.
No.
I've been taking bioidentical hormones for probably 25 years. And I really believe that they not only have kept me alive, I think they have kept me relative to
Juicy.
what's happening in the world aware. And
they've given you your juice.
my juice, right?
I mean, when Alan comes around, you see how beautiful he looks tonight. Do you mind if I say your age? He's going to be 86. Oh, he is 86. So, look what it's done for you. And look what it's done for us.
I'm grateful to you. If it wasn't for you, I probably would be hobbling around. Really.
Right.
You know, a friend of mine said, so what do you do for when you have a pain? And I said, I've never had a pain. I mean, I've had a pain in the ass with some people that I have to interact with, but I've never had a pain. All my joints are okay. I've never had a pain.
The thing about this book, which, by the way, is your gift tonight, you get the book for absolute free, and you get the bag that it comes in, or that you can take in its little case to the store with you and take the bag out and put your things in it.
And by the way, the retail value of those two things, Suzanne's book, I'm Too Young for This, and the shopping bag, Suzanne's shopping bag, is $34.96, and all you have to do is spend $29.99 or more, and we send it to you absolutely free. It's a great deal. But aside from that, tell all your friends to tune in right now, Instagram and Facebook Live, because we're talking hormones.
Yeah.
Hormones.
Yes.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Are you seeing Instagram on? Because I'm not seeing it.
I'm looking at it right now. But it says pause due to poor connection.
Yeah, it's not on. Instagram is not on.
How weird.
Oh.
How weird. I don't know why.
Must be a Wi-Fi issue.
And beside every name, it says wave. I've never seen that before.
You mean like that?
Because I think it's paused.
Oh.
You want me to start over again with Instagram?
Yeah, I would, and I would just go on and check the Wi-Fi again on that phone. It doesn't feel like it's connected to the network. Sorry guys, new house issues. Hopefully the Instagram people will come over to Facebook and watch it there. But go ahead, Suzanne, just continue with the Facebook lecture, and if we get Instagram on, they can jump in the middle.
All right. All right. I was reading in this book, I'm Too Young for This, which everybody thinks they are too young for, about the first indicators that you're off. And because we, at perimenopause, and for perimenopause, I write so many things about what food does for you here, but I want to read. Do you want to know what too much
Sex.
too much sex? You know, I always call it the seven dwarves of menopause: itchy, bitchy, sleepy, sweaty, bloated, forgetful, and all dried up. Take each one of those and apply it to yourself before you realize what was going on with you. Bioidentical hormones have been a godsend in my life and in Alan's life. Biologically identical to the human hormone. When I realized what they were, it's terrible to wear glasses. It affects your thyroid.
Aren't those your $900 glasses?
I know. I'm just looking for one page.
Okay, while you're looking,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody about this, okay? Today you're going to learn about hormones, bioidentical hormones, for men and women. So call your friends. Tell them to tune in Instagram or Facebook Live right now. We're going to be on for a while. And the free gift today is Suzanne's book, I'm Too Young for This, which she has always said, when it comes to bioidentical hormones, this is the best book she's ever written. I agree. The retail value, oh, you get a Suzanne shopping bag as well. Retail value $34.96 with any purchase of $29.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com.
Okay, I want to tell you a few things. In 2007, the mission study followed 7,000 women for 10 years and concluded, listen to this, that breast cancer was not increased in estrogen users. That is profound, isn't it? Because I had a person the other day calling me up, and my wife has breast cancer, and my doctor is suggesting that she takes an anti-estrogen pill. And I said, I'm not a doctor, and I can't give you any advice, and I won't. I said, but to me, as a layperson with what I know, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Anti-estrogen? I mean, look what estrogen does. In 1997, another study published in the Journal of Epidemiology followed 23,000 women who took bioidentical estriol and estradiol and without progesterone. They had no increased risk of breast cancer. Okay? In 2007, a study published that looked at 80,000 postmenopausal women who took bioidentical estradiol and progesterone. It showed no increase or decrease in breast cancer. Patients who took Premarin and Provera had a 69% increased risk of breast cancer. You look up the Fournier study. In 1996, the American Cancer Society published a study of 500,000 postmenopausal women who were cancer-free at the beginning of the 9-year study. They found that women of all ages who took estrogens experienced a 16% decreased risk of dying from breast cancer compared to non-users, and that women who experienced natural menopause by the age of 40 who used bioidenticals had a 41% decreased chance of dying from breast cancer. Estrogen is your friend. Estrogen is so important. And I don't want to sit here and read to you, but this book is actually life-changing. Like I said earlier, by the time I wrote this book, I've written so many books on the hormones that this has the most cutting-edge information of all my books together. And here's the back. It says, why wait to feel good again? Why wait to feel good again? If any of you are experiencing symptoms of low estrogen, progesterone is your feel-good hormone. And when you don't have progesterone, you don't feel good. In fact, what brings on menopause on women is they first start losing progesterone. That's why any doctor worth his or her salt will put you on progesterone first. And that's usually when all the symptoms go away. And then it's about tweaking. You know, you may need a little more of this or a little more of that. And that is, as you go on and you're on hormones, you'll call your doctor and you'll say, my body itches. Okay, what are your stresses this week? Okay, let's put a little more progesterone in there. Or I'm moody. Okay, so do you have reason to be moody? Your doctor will say, this is a qualified doctor. And you'll say, not really. Okay, let's do a lab test and determine where your hormone levels are. We know what optimum is, and we know what having inferior hormonal balance. It's all about balance. I've grown old enough to know that life is about balance. The human body wants balance. My last book, I'm Too Young for This, I said, without balance, you need hormone balance, you need nutrient balance, you need mineral balance. And without it, you're not right. The body requires all three of those items in balance so that you can have quality of life. What bioidentical hormones are about is about quality of life. You don't want to not, I said in one of my books, it's nice to be alive while you're alive.
By the way,
yeah,
Sherry O'Neill
yeah,
said, how can we convince our doctors? Mine dismissed it when I asked them about it. The answer is, run. Don't walk from that doctor.
yeah.
Get another doctor. Today, there are so many great doctors who understand and really are happy to provide bioidentical hormones, etc., for their patients. Because it keeps their patients happy and healthy. And their doctors are getting kudos. They're getting chocolates and flowers from their no kidding, from their patients.
And also, it's great for marriages. Nice for sex and all that, because you probably, if you are full into the throes of menopause, you don't have much of a sex drive. You have to understand that your hormones are your sex drive, and I know they got me to say on the talk one day, I forget, it was Carney Wilson, I think it was, and I was talking about hormones, and I said, and it gives you your sex drive back. She goes, well, how many times do you have sex? And I said, once, twice a week. And it was a joke, but that follows me everywhere. But we have great intimacy in the most profound way, and it's because he's always with lab tests checking his testosterone levels. And by the way, put your glasses on and come over here. You should see him. I want to show you off. But also, he has a sex drive, and it's wonderful, and it makes our life even nicer than it is. And it is nice. I'm so happily married, and it's not because of sex. Look at my beautiful husband.
You don't know what's happening back here.
I don't.
But I triggered the sliding doors to open.
You did?
Yeah, which
Can
is
I
like,
look?
of course.
I don't want to put my back to them. Oh my God, can you see that?
This is better than a Lionel electric train.
Look at that. The windows are completely open. I've never seen that. That's so beautiful. Wow. And it's been freezing cold here in Palm Springs. Oh my God.
It's a little nippy tonight.
Freezing. Yeah, you can't leave it open too long, but isn't it beautiful? All this time we've been working on it, and I couldn't be happier.
3 years.
Yeah, I'm so happy with
of pain.
How it turned out. It was painful.
Is it okay if I have a drink of your
Please
tequila?
do. I want to do a toast to my wonderful constituency. I don't want to call you a constituency. My wonderful women and men who watch this show, frankly, I think religiously, and I appreciate it so much. And let's take a sip of tequila, because when you're on hormones, it tastes good.
Yeah. And guys, when I say to my friends who say, what is all this, what's this hormone thing? And I explain to them that testosterone isn't just about erections, okay? Testosterone is the bone and muscle building hormone, okay? And the biggest muscle in your body is probably your heart.
There are more testosterone receptor sites on your heart than any other muscle in your whole body. And so it's great for your heart.
And they say to me, I'm just fine down there, okay? That's what it's about with them. I'm telling you,
no,
it's good for your heart,
and you should
good
feel
for
his
your muscle.
Arms.
Oh, you should feel my arms.
No, his arm. He works out, and not a lot,
Yeah.
but every night he does a little. And his biceps are like rocks.
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 Okay, I'm going to go close the door. It's getting a little nippy
Okay,
in here.
but doesn't he look beautiful? He's why I'm wearing pink tonight. He walked in my room, and I went, "Oh, that's nice." But anyway. There's pre-menopause, and that's what I wanted to write about, because nobody writes about pre-menopause. They write about menopause, and everybody says, menopause, I'm too young for that. That's the name of this book. And then I was able to put so much great stuff. You know what happens? I start reading to you, and I get transfixed by all these. No hormones, you get low or high thyroid. Any of you had low or high thyroid? It's terrible. You feel awful. You get cold, you get hot, you get fat, you get saggy. A lot of things going on. Do you know that we women make testosterone too? Because one of my favorite things to do in my lectures is to describe hormone balance. What we're looking for is balance. So, imagine a teeter-totter, okay? On one side are the minor hormones, and on the other side are the major hormones. Although why they call them minor, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, is my wonder, because when you don't have your minor hormones, which we've been talking about so far, you don't feel good. So on this side of the teeter-totter is estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, pregnenolone. On the right side of the teeter-totter are the major hormones. That's the major hormone. Oh God, that slipped my adrenal, thyroid, insulin, and cortisol. Okay, so when you start declining in minor hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, do you see what happens with this teeter-totter? My majors go up. Estrogen, adrenal, insulin, cortisol, thyroid, okay? Have high thyroid? Bet you feel great, huh? You don't feel so great with high thyroid. Have high cortisol? Got racing heart at night, right? You lie in bed and the heart starts up. High cortisol. Insulin, gaining weight for no reason. Gaining weight in your sleep, that's because when you have high insulin, guess what? You gain weight for no reason. You're not even eating. You're at night and you're lying in bed there. So balance is so important, and finding the right doctor is so important. And I wish I could tell you where your doctors are, but I would tell you, in my books I tell you the questions to ask when you're calling up trying to find a doctor to help find your hormonal balance. It's pretty great.
Okay.
What okay?
Okay, if you want to learn more about hormones, and by the way, in terms of men, not just testosterone, but DHEA. And DHEA is anti-carcinogenic. And in terms of balancing my testosterone, I also take progesterone. Why would I take progesterone? Because it sounds like a female hormone. Because Suzanne rubs estrogen on her body. And if I come too close to her body, it rubs off on me, and then I have her estrogen in my body, but I balance it with progesterone.
And you need it. To be a woman is, we're kind of like this. A woman makes her female hormones, estrogen, progesterone, DHEA, etc., like I was telling you, and very low testosterone. That's a woman, right? Men, on the other hand, make mostly testosterone, but they also make progesterone, estrogen, pregnenolone, DHEA. And so when they let their testosterone diminish, like not doing lab work to find out, look what happens. Pretty soon, you ever heard older men talking with a really high voice? And you can hardly understand, yes, I said that. Or a guy who's not making enough testosterone gets a high voice. Same thing with women. When we make more testosterone than our female hormones, then we start talking like this, and we start talking like
Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall, right? Right. And I'm sure she had like major testosterone. So what I'm saying again is it's balance, 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 balance. And when you start thinking in terms of balance, you won't want to not be balanced. It's so valuable. I think right now your testosterone is just right, Alan.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I inject every week. Actually, you inject me.
I do.
It's a little ceremony we do between the two of us. I can do it myself, but I'd rather have you do it.
And I'm good at it.
And you're great because you know the exact place to put that needle.
Yeah, he often says, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, where it doesn't
That's
hurt. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even if it hurts a little big, I know friends of mine say, oh no, I can't get into needles. I hate needles. I can't do that. Well, then what's the alternative? Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to become an old guy, and you talk like that. Okay? You have a high voice, you'll be bent over, and you'll look forward to dinner.
It also makes you enjoy aging.
Yeah.
If you weren't replacing hormones, because a lot of people say, well, is that natural, replacing your hormones? What is wisdom? Wisdom is part of aging, and the greatest gift I have received for aging is wisdom. And that's critical thinking, isn't it? That's going, if that happens, then that happens. And there's nothing more satisfying than to have wisdom and critical thinking.
By the way,
Yeah.
if you wish to find a doctor who understands bioidentical hormones, not the fake ones, the bioidentical ones, go to a compounding pharmacy.
Yes.
There are a lot of
Thank
them.
you
I
for
think there
remembering
are
that.
10,000 compounding pharmacies in this country. Go there and ask the pharmacist, who would you recommend I go see?
That's such an important part.
Okay.
Because so many people have said to me, I don't know who to go to. I go to a compounding pharmacy because they know who's filling whose prescriptions. I want to mention one more time for all of you watching tonight who are enjoying this program, and I can't imagine that you're not, because you can't go to your doctor to get this information. I'm not giving advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to be that. But you get this book for free if you go to our site, and it comes with this bag, right? And the bag
If you buy something
with purchase,
for
yeah.
$30,
Oh, right.
shopping bag.
Thanks, Caroline. And then this little bag within a bag is what this bag comes through, and you get this free book. I'm so proud of this book. It's my best book on hormones. I'm too young for this.
And the retail
by your
value,
girlfriend.
Retail value is $34.96. Let's call it $35. With any purchase of $29.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com, you get the book, and you get the shopping bag. And now you're getting all the knowledge as well. But this is the most important book Suzanne has ever written about bioidentical hormones, and she's written a lot. And by the way, if you like the look of our house, I have to tell you that the two architects who were behind doing this, and it was a wonderful, wonderful relationship that we had with them and them with us, is, let's see, what are the, no, I'm just kidding. Dean Maglieri and Lori Guthrie. They're both architects. They're married. And they have great taste. And we've had a wonderful relationship with them. And we've become very good friends.
Right.
So if you're interested
But I've got to fight with Dean with everything I'm putting in that's not in the original plan. I'm going, whoa, wait.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's called
I'm strong.
Collaboration.
I'm strong and wise. And Dean is strong and wise. Both Dean and Lori were just wonderful to work with. We originally met them because when we sold our pink house that you've all really been to, we were looking for a new house, and we were looking for a smaller house, and we walked into their house that they were selling, that they had designed, and it was so immaculate and so beautifully designed, and I wanted to buy that house, but it was the wrong house. It was too small. It didn't have security the way we like it, and so we didn't buy it. But then we became friends with them. We went out for dinner, and they brought us on this journey of building this house. And we had found this house up on the hill, and it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And Dean and Lori are responsible for so much of the beauty. I am too.
He's a Canadian, a fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
So we share that.
Yeah.
And he speaks French. I don't. He speaks Italian. I don't. Okay.
Why don't you? Why did you grow up in a French-speaking country and not learn?
Well, actually, when I was growing up, it wasn't a bilingual country.
It was not.
It was English.
Oh.
And then at one point it became bilingual. Yeah,
you used to say a boot.
And now it's bisexual. and actually, I started taking lessons. I won't go into the details, but I started taking lessons at Berlitz. And you go into, it was like one-on-one lessons, and you go into a little room that's the size of a closet, a small closet, and it's you and your teacher, and if your teacher happens to be extremely attractive.
You're such a sucker for beautiful women. He loves beautiful women.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That's life, you can't help those things.
I love how you look tonight, Alan.
Thank you. I love how you look tonight.
Well, thank you.
And we're both wearing, like, pinkish.
Pink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be going out, except that we've had a long day.
And I don't want to. I want to make dinner for you.
Yeah, unloading boxes. Oh, God, it's awful. But once we get through this...
Yeah, haven't you found that moving in I was not prepared for moving in. I was prepared for moving out. I didn't know that moving in is actually harder than moving out. You got to not only move in, but then put it away. And then where? Where do you put it away? And
I have lots of storage. I have drawers I'm not using. Really, really. And I'm getting rid of probably half my clothes because I wound up wearing 5% of all the clothes.
You have great clothes, by the way.
Yeah, but I wear 5% of them. I don't wear all those things I have hanging there. I've got ties that are a foot wide. And suits with wide lapels and baggy pants.
Is wide tie out?
You can wear them, but they're, yeah, you can wear it, but baggy, it's like 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
Because where do they go?
And this is coming back.
Yeah.
Free gift tonight with purchase.
Yep.
And what's the purchase?
Okay. If you spend $29.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com, you will get Suzanne's best book on hormones. I'm too young for this.
Yeah.
and you'll get her Suzanne shopping bag as well. Okay? That's a $34.96 retail value for $29.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com.
So what's that total?
The total of what?
So they I'm so bad
What?
in math.
What? Hey, yeah, check please. What? What total?
So they get. Do you know I wasn't listening?
I know you weren't.
If they go to the website
Okay.
and you order
For the edification,
$9.99,
you know the phone is so
Wait,
far
Caroline,
away.
start over.
She's so far away you can't hear them.
Okay, here's Caroline. Take it. Caroline, say it again.
if you go to SuzanneSummers.com and you order anything for $29.99 or more, you get a free gift of your book, I'm Too Young for This, with all that amazing information on perimenopause and menopause, bioidentical hormones, the safety, all the Suzanne tells you all the big arguments between, are bioidentical safe or the synthetic hormone. She gives you all the studies, all the information, breaks it down for you. You get that whole book for free, plus the shopping bag, and that's worth almost $35 for free.
Years
So
ago.
that's your free gift.
Years ago, Suzanne was on the lecture circuit, and we were doing a lot of lectures, and we did a run through Canada. I think starting in Nova Scotia, and then Montreal, and Ottawa, Toronto. Where did we go after that? I can't remember. Yeah, we went to Alberta and then British Columbia, and it was amazing the people who turned up. And what was really amazing was that in Toronto, there were like 3 doctors who understood bioidentical hormones. And the sponsor of the lecture invited 1,600 doctors. The sponsor was a pharmaceutical company, a big one. They invited 1,600 doctors to Suzanne's lecture, and most of those 1,600 doctors are now prescribing bioidentical
Makes me
hormones.
so proud.
Okay? There are women and men feeling really good in Canada and in the United States, thanks to...
And they are anti-aging.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tout it as that.
It's good for your face. It's good for your
Yeah.
skin. Your skin.
Yeah, and your mood and itching and all the things that drive you crazy when you don't have hormones.
The doctors do that skin test where they take the top of your hand
And pinch it
your
together.
skin and hold it up and then let it go
Right.
and see how long it takes to go back to normal. And you start counting very slowly. Yeah, try that. And if it takes more than count 5,
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Go to a compounding pharmacy, ask them who they'd recommend as a doctor who really understands bioidentical hormones.
Yeah.
Go to that doctor. You will feel so good. So good. Now, it's not a weight loss program, but what happens is you lose weight.
Yeah,
I don't know why,
tout
but
it
you
as
lose
that.
weight.
Right.
It's like our gut renew. Our gut renew is our most successful product
Yeah.
we have out of all the hundreds of products that we have on SuzanneSummers.com. We don't sell it as a weight loss program, but because people are cleaning out their guts and keeping them cleaned out, they've lost a lot of weight.
But without hormones, you're out of balance. Goes back to balance. And without hormones, that's when the gut problems start acting up. Plus, we're under the greatest environmental assault in the history of humanity, so that we're getting chemicals in our food, and chemicals in our skincare, and chemicals in our color cosmetics, and chemicals in all the products that we use regularly. And it makes such a difference. So I feel like that hormones have such balancing appeal to all of us.
It's a life changer.
It's a life changer.
Yeah.
You don't want to live in imbalance for the rest of your life. And my book, Toxic, really takes you through why you want... I don't care if you buy my products. I think it's crazy not to, because think of all the chemicals you're taking in your skin through non-organic skincare, and then look at mine. Why wouldn't you use mine? It's like
all our products are organic,
all of them,
certified toxic-free, and because there are no middle people, like when you're on a shopping channel, the two biggest shopping channels, they take 50 or 60%
yeah,
of your money just to walk through the door.
yeah.
So because there are no middle people, we can provide these great discounts for you, if we do on a daily basis. So, anyway, what time is it? It's
I just looked, 10 to 5, sort of,
it's
we've
time,
done the
I
show.
think it's time we said goodbye.
Let me know if you want more of these hormone shows. I love talking about hormones. And then after you read this wonderful book, write me. Just write me through Facebook. I know it'll help you. I know it will clarify everything for you. I know that. So, I wanted to say what I always say to you at the end of every show, because I still can't get over that these words came to me. From where? I don't know. But the voice said to me that I heard, it's not who you are, it's not what you do, it's not what you have. It's only about who you love and who loves you. And I love you so much. And we're all in this together. God bless.